All right, Unique Mecca audio, man. I'm gonna tell you about the first time I ever saw a homosexual when I walked in the federal prison back in 1994, Lewisburg. This was about Vanessa. You know what I mean? I'm even gonna call his name because he official. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Y'all get a little confused when I say certain things because I use certain words that y'all don't understand that I'm talking about when you in the pit, in the devil's den. You know, this is where there's no rules and you just got to know how to survive. All right, well, we got Vanessa. Vanessa is a homosexual out the Bronx. Little short, stocky, in good shape, work out all the time. Light skin, he looked like Bruce Leroy. He looked like Bruce Leroy, from that joint. Now, this dude here wasn't nothing nice. He had the big afro like Bruce Leroy and all that, and his same complexion, short, stocky. He used to walk around. I just come up in the joint, man. I'm just coming in. So, I'm coming off the street, and, I'm a homophobic to the fullest. Like, I can't understand how anybody even gonna talk to a homosexual at this time. No disrespect to, LGBTQ. Just telling you like it is. Because, I'm coming off the street where, you see two men walking together downtown and you'll see somebody, a bunch of youngins beating them up or something, just for being gay. That's when they started the movement that, they called it a hate crime if you beat up a homosexual. But now I'm in the penitentiary and I see, Vanessa come walking down. Now, he walking down and he twitching like a female and, he got a little tube top on, a shirt he made into a tube top like an altar top. Now this is a grown man in the prison, and he's sitting here in his prison pants he wearing is so tight, then he got his prison shirt on open and, where you can see the tube top and he got the joint open and he walking and he got all this swag walking out of the joint. Yeah, I'm saying that a homosexual has swag. He walking all cool. But I see him and I know that he gay. So I say to my man, I said, "Oh, ain't that a fag?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's Vanessa." I said, "So why is he around all the homies?" Like, "Nah, he out the Bronx." I'm like, "He out the Bronx?" And he said, "Yeah, he official, he out the Bronx." I said, "How the hell is a homosexual official? How you even gonna say something like that out your mouth?" He said, "Man, trust me, man, Vanessa ain't no joke." I said, "Man, get up out of here, man." So Vanessa come walking down the hall and he always got these tight pants on. And he always doing squats. Wherever you see him at, he'll just stop while he talking to somebody and he doing squats. He doing squats, So I said to my man, I said, "What's up with this, man? I can't understand this." And he's like, nah, I'm telling you, man, that's Vanessa. I said, "Man, I'm not going for it." He said, "Man, he go hard." I said, "Man, how a punk gonna go hard?" He said, "Man, he go hard." So we walking down the joint. The New York car getting into something, right? So everybody go out in the yard and we all got our knives out there. And out of nowhere, here comes, Vanessa come running out with all this Vaseline on his face, like a broad. You understand what I'm saying? And he got two knives in his hand. And he like, where they at? And he's in the middle orchestrating everything. This the homosexual. He's like, where they at? Nah, how they ain't gonna get away with that, not with New York. With New York, we don't go for nothing. You know what I mean? He got all the swag like a dude now. Like, nah, we ain't going for it. I'm like, this the same dude that I just seen was walking around looking all crazy. He's like, nah, I'm telling you, we ain't going for that. So I'm sitting back, I'm looking at this, and it's like I'm in the Twilight Zone because he went from being a flaming fag to being a straight gangster, a straight gangster. So everybody looking at me like something wrong with me because I'm looking dumbfounded. But Vanessa, he don't even peek what I'm doing. He just doing what he doing and carrying on. But the dude said, yeah, one of the homies got into something, boom, 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 boom. So Vanessa said, all right, well, let's roll. So dudes come out to the yard, and when they come out to the yard, I think they were from Ohio, they come out to the yard, and when they come out to the yard, they got their knives, but they kind of like standing off to the side, waiting to see, how New York gonna play it and what we gonna do. So we laying in the cut, waiting to see how they gonna do, you know? And Vanessa was like, yo, who is it? Who is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? So dude said, nah, the tall, dark-skinned dude right there. Vanessa said, where? Right there? He said, man, right there. I said, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, punk, get out the way. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like, like Ludacris. Come on, punk, get out the way. You know? Man, out of nowhere, Vanessa roll up on dude and said, yo, you got a problem with the homie? You know what I mean? So everybody was shocked to see that Vanessa's the one that initiated it and went up there like that. So they all the way shocked that Vanessa is the aggressor now. So dude looked at him and said, yo, ain't you a fag? And Vanessa just pulled out and bang, and just started working him. He's stabbing this dude. You know what I mean? So now, when that happened, the other homies, they stand around, Ohio car, they looking, they dumbfounded. And, we ain't dumbfounded. Well, I'm dumbfounded, but the other brothers, they not dumbfounded. They looking at it like, like this is norm. So now they just take off and start jumping on the rest of the Ohio car. And, we all out there, we fighting and we getting it on and, blades everywhere, we pushing, you know what I mean? So next thing you know, the police hit the deuces. So here come the police now. The police coming, you know what I mean? So they come running up out there, but we fighting, but ain't nobody gonna stop because everybody pushing a knife.
Mecca what?
You know what I mean?
Audio.
Everybody pushing their knife. I mean on some real
Mecca what? Mecca
audio time. You know what I mean? So they come in, we wind up wrestling with the police and we wind up getting locked up and they put us all in the shoe. So we on the shoe, it's about 15 of us and like 15 of them. So we all up in the shoe and we come out and we go out to the wreck. And when we go out to the wreck, we looking and we talking and we like, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, Vanessa, why you set it off like that? And Vanessa said, man, I might be a bitch, but you know what I mean? I'm not going for nothing. I'm holding my car down. We ain't have nobody saying they did nothing in New York. This a fag talking. Excuse the language. I'm just using the terminology we use in the joint, so no disrespect to nobody. He like, man, we not going for nothing. We from New York. This the way it is. This the way it's gonna go down. Woo woo. And he back to his tough talk. You know what I mean? So now he go and he start doing his squats over there on the side, and he doing his thing. So now when they come, the administration pull everybody out one at a time to ask them what happened. And Vanessa told him straight up, yo, I don't like dudes, so I went and I put the knife in him, man. Everybody else, they was just defending themselves because, other dudes had knives. So they asked Vanessa who had knives. Vanessa said, man, I'm not in here for telling. I might be a fag, but I ain't no rat. You know what I mean? And he spit it off his tongue. He said, I might be a fag, but I ain't no rat. I'm never that. So they said, well, we're going to give you 60 days in a hole. You're going to lose good time, this and that. Vanessa said, man, what I care about what you do with me? I got life, So Vanessa, he got life sentence, and he like, man, I'm going hard, But it's just that he like to play with the shebang. You know what I mean? So Vanessa take the rap, they let us all out. So now we come out the hole, and then we get another New York homie come there, and he just got sentenced to like 6 life sentences. So now, when he come, Vanessa walking up and down the joint, and he liked dude, so he went and he put on some little gray gym shorts that looked like they was a XXX small, And Vanessa, like I said, he was in good shape. He put on these little pants and they sitting there looking like poom poom shorts, and he done tucked his joint between his legs, and he's sitting there and he thinking he's abroad, So the homie was trying to talk to him. When they in the unit, they live in the same unit. So the homie talking to him in the unit, but then when he come out in the hallway around us, he don't want nobody to know that he was talking to this, homosexual in the unit. So he must have been trying to get the homosexual to do something to him, like give him some head or something, right? So while all this going on, the homosexual got him out in the hallway, and he's like, yeah, all right, whatever. So now they go back in the joint, and we know that dude trying to holler at Vanessa. But, this is an official dude, so we trying to put a blind eye to it. We trying to make it that, he ain't really doing that. He just reckon, making fun of the homosexual. So next thing we know, about 2 days later, they come walking out the unit, and they walking out of tear, and the New York dude with the 6 life sentence, he like 6'5", 6'6", I ain't gonna say his name, But he holding Vanessa's hand, walking down the compound like lovers, you know? But you could tell my man, his swag wasn't there, like he wasn't really in it. It's more like he was being forced to do it or he had to do it. But he walking down, he holding Vanessa's hand while they walking. So everybody looking at Vanessa twitching like a broad and he holding his hand and he walking with my man. And I'm like, oh man, you know? So now I'm really in my feelings because I said I'm straight homophobic. I don't even believe they should have even been talking to him. But this boy goes so hard, you know what I mean? He made sure dudes talk to him, you know? And he ain't had a problem. You called him a fag or, you know, whatever. He even like for dudes to call him she and her, you know? Like, you know, what's up, Miss Vanessa? You know, that's how dudes used to talk to him, you know, to greet him, you know, because that's what he wanted to be greeted as. And these are the dudes I guess they was more comfortable with in their mind. But I've never gotten comfortable over my whole 26 and a half years in prison with calling no man, you know, her or she. So Vanessa got him walking down the hallway holding his hand and everybody looking. So they lean up on the joint and they talking. And you could tell my man feel uncomfortable, but, you know, he doing it. Vanessa holding his hand and he talking to another one of the homosexual, this big homosexual about, you know, 6'6", jet black. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. He was from the Bronx too, but he was the one that was running the prison. He had the braids and he done got his sweatpants and made up into like spandex, you know? And, you know, big dude. So, you know, it was an ugly sight. Let's just put it that way. But Vanessa talking to dude, you know, while he holding the homie hand. And we all looking and we all talking. So that's when I said to him, I said, yo, what's going on with this? And he said, man, yo, Vanessa, man, you know, when dudes want to get with him like in the closet and hide and sneak and this and that, before Vanessa do anything with him, he'll parance them. You know what I mean? Yeah, parance them, you know, down the hallway, holding hands, you know? And, you know, to let everybody know that he getting ready to do something with him sexually so dude can't do nothing with him and then act like if he didn't do nothing behind closed doors. So before Vanessa do anything with him, you know, Vanessa walk down the hall and, you know, show off his new prey and, you know, what he doing. So I'm like, nah, man, come on, get up out of here with this. So dude go back in the unit, you know, him and Vanessa, and my man said, yeah, Vanessa getting ready to tap him off. That's how Vanessa be disrespecting dudes, so dudes don't try and say nothing because they all try and act like they don't mess with, you know, with the homosexuals, but they do on the low, you know? So I'm like, yo, but come on, man, y'all tolerate that? And he said, man, listen, you see how hard Vanessa go? You know, Vanessa go harder than the straight men in the car, you know? So it's like, it was more like an asset to have Vanessa on your team, you know what I mean, than to not have him on your team. But like I said, Vanessa, he come right to whatever problems is going on. Anytime he hear anything, Vanessa could be all the way at the other end of the jail and hear the New York dude got into it at the other end of the jail, and here come Vanessa walking up there all fast, you know, got his knife with him, you know what I mean? And, you know, he transformed back into a man, you know? But it's just crazy because he really, you know, he really believed he was a woman, but he had the heart of a lion. You know, I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but yeah, he had the heart of a lion, but he really believed he was a woman, you know? So ain't nothing that went on in that compound that Vanessa wasn't the first one there for. So we all up in the joint. So now I see dude, and I know dude from, you know, from the town. I'm not even going to disrespect, you know what I mean? You know, I'm going to keep it 100. You know, the dude, you know, he was from the Bronx, but he hung out in Harlem, and we claimed him as one of ours. He ran with one of the vicious, you know, crews back in the day. So when he sat there, I said to him, I said, yo, dog, how you come in here and get to this? And he's like, man, I just got 6 life sentence, man. I'm, you know, I already did time up north, so, you know, I'm familiar with it, man. You know, this what we do. And I'm like, nah, this ain't what we do. This ain't nothing normal. And he's like, man, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm like, yeah, all right, well, you stay over there, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, so when we go in the kitchen, I don't even sit at the table when he at the table. And if he's at the table and I come in, you know, and, you know, he get up and he eat and he get ready to leave, I won't sit in the seat behind him. That's how much of a homophobic I was, you know? But Vanessa pulled me up one day and he said, look, Jamaica, That's what he used to call me. Say, yo, Jamaica, I know how y'all feel about it, man. You don't know no disrespect. I don't be trying to put it in your face. I don't be trying to, do none of that. But, it is what it is. These dudes, they be faking like if, they not, into having sex with me or whatever when they get around the homies. But then, when we in the unit, they creeping up in my cell and want to put the blanket up. Because, we had bars that the police opened up with a remote control in the front, with a tower in the front. And then the police got to close it. So instead of keep going to the police, we put a curtain up so that, nobody can see the cell if we in there smoking weed, just got out the shower, lotioning up or whatever we doing. But Vanessa's like, man, I'm not going for that, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to put all of them on blast. He said, I love being with men. That's what it is. But I'm not going to have them trying to make me look like I'm stupid and talk trash about me behind my back. And then yet they creeping in my cell, And he said, I ain't no rat, so I ain't going to put nobody out there. So that's why I parents them up and down the hallway to let everybody know that, yeah, I'm getting ready to go tap him off, or we gonna do what we gonna do, and this is your homie, the same homie that I want to make sure that he can't go talk nothing about homosexual this, homosexual that, because I'm showing that he's a homosexual. You know what I mean? And, that's just how Vanessa was, man. But Vanessa was something else. So that now we down in the laundry and we getting our clothes. So we going to clothes in the laundry. We asking them, y'all, let me get a size such and such. Let me get this. Let me get that. And then dude come in the joint and he see Vanessa standing there and he telling his man, I think this dude from Pittsburgh, this was like, right after the thing happened, but dude just got there from Pittsburgh and his other, Ohio, and his other man is telling him, yo, that's that fag from New York. And they talking real greasy, Ohio dude about Vanessa. And Vanessa standing there. And Vanessa hear him, but he's acting all shy like a female, like he don't, just sitting there, in his lane. So he's like, yeah, it's this fag in New York. Man, I can't believe them New York boys got that fag running with him. And he's at that fag this, that fag that. And he just going in. You understand? This the new dude talking to the dude that's telling them that Vanessa is a homosexual from the Bronx. And he runs with the New York car. Because, as time went on, you couldn't be a fag and run with the New York car. You know what I mean? This at the beginning of to lock them up, throw away the key, give out the draconian sentences, time. So, dude is sitting there and he's talking so much trash to his man, but he's talking loud for Vanessa to hear it, thinking that he's disrespecting Vanessa, and Vanessa ain't gonna go for all of that. You understand? And if you notice, I keep saying Vanessa. I never learned his name. You know what I mean? I don't even know what his real name was. I just know they called him Vanessa. You know what I mean? I think it stood for Vanessa Del Rio or something like that. You know what I mean? But, no one called him nothing but Vanessa, so they ain't even play with his name, whether it was Rick or Bob. You know what I mean? They ain't play with his name. Everybody just called him Vanessa. But as he's sitting there talking, to his man, that's disgusting. Them New York dudes this, them New York dudes that. Man, Vanessa spit out a razor blade. You know what I mean? And just went to slicing this man up in the laundry. I mean, blood was everywhere. Everybody stood back looking. Even his man that he was with was so shocked, but he knew something was going to happen because, Vanessa's no joke. But he ain't want it, so he kept telling his man, yo, come on, quiet. And he's like, nah, man, you don't see that fag? And he laughing at it. Come on, we just coming off the street where dudes beat up homosexuals. You know what I mean? And homosexuals is soft on the street, and the straight man, from the hood, we ain't give him no respect. And this how he treating Vanessa in the joint, not knowing that Vanessa's a different breed of homosexual. Man, Vanessa spit out and started ripping this dude up so bad, man. And his man that was with him, when Vanessa went to go chop him, he said, man, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You heard me trying to tell him to chill out. You heard me trying to tell him to chill out. And Vanessa said, yeah, but next time you need to stop him. Poof, and ripped him across his face. I said, oh, man, So when all this going down, the police come out, they bring the laundry out. They see the dudes, they just see the dudes walking out that was waiting, and they just come to bring their clothes. When they come bring their clothes and they walking out, the police said, hey, here, I got your stuff. And the dudes just kept walking, but then the police looked and saw blood was dripping down his arm off his elbow from his face because he's trying to hold his face. and the blood dripping down. And the police said, oh, man, and he hit the deuces. And he said, man, I can't believe you in here with this shit. Vanessa, I know it's you. And the police don't know what happened because they was in the back. But they know somebody getting cut up, and they could hear the dudes was talking trash about homosexuals before he went in the back to go get the clothes. So they already knew Vanessa was going to do something, but I guess they figured that, we was going to calm him down. But ain't no calming Vanessa down, man, because Vanessa feel disrespected. Vanessa jump all the way out there and do what he got to do. So let's just get that straight. But Vanessa ripped them boys up so bad, man. That's when I said, oh, man. So when I got into it, the police, and I went in the hole, for what they call the crack law riot, Vanessa was in the hole, you know what I mean? Because like I said, Vanessa go hard for whatever. Vanessa don't play that. So Vanessa in the hole, we all up in the hole. And, we go out to the wreck, and somebody new came in or whatever. And he said to one of the homies, he said, yo, ain't that a fact? So the homie said, yo, my dog, you ain't trying to go down that route. You know what I mean? He said, you ain't trying to go down there. Leave that alone. And he's like, nah, but that's a fact. And he's like, yo. So his other man came, because, we in cages next to each other. And his other man, and Vanessa just kept working out, doing his push-ups and all that. So his man told him, yo, family, listen, that punk go hard, man. Leave that alone. You understand what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, all right, because, we respect each other's word. You ain't got to tell a nigga twice. He just left it alone. He said, you'll see the way it play out, but that's one of the homies. Whenever anything go down, he going to push the knife for you before your best friend going to think about pushing the knife, because that's how he get down, So, that's the little story about
Mecca what?
Vanessa from Mecca Audio, man. So I'm about to tap out. I just want to get y'all something up, man. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe, man. And use that Cash App. Don't be ashamed to use the Cash App, especially if you're not going to hit the thumbs up. At least hit the thumbs up. You hit the thumbs up, you're good. But if you don't do that, send a Cash App, man. Show your appreciation for the channel. All right?